Good afternoon. My name is Jacob Cullen, and I'm a student in the MCAA 530 Ethics and Sport course for this winter, 2017 and 2018. Today, we are going to be taking a look at the quality of character, teamwork. Throughout this presentation, I want you to ask yourself the following question. What is teamwork, and what does it mean to you? For me, teamwork is a group of people coming together to achieve a desired goal or outcome. Teamwork makes the dream work, as you can see from the picture below. And that really is true when you think about it. If you have a dream or a goal, sometimes it can be achieved on your own, but oftentimes it takes a group effort or a team working together to achieve a large goal or outcome. Also, I ask you to attempt to think about a team that has won a championship that did not have good teamwork within it or team characteristics. It's probably not something that's very easy for you to do. I know I couldn't think of any off the top of my head because there aren't many that exist. You can be successful as an individual and achieve a lot of goals, but to win a championship, to achieve your dreams, as the picture says, you really do need teamwork. And an example of this, Russell Westbrook, one of the best players in the NBA, fantastic individual player, won a lot of awards last season for his individual efforts. However, no championship to really show for it, and that kind of takes away from his abilities then, or as well, or his ability to be successful and as part of a team. Teamwork is defined in the Merriam-Webster Dictionary as work done by several associates, with each doing a part, but all subordinating personal prominence to the efficiency of the whole. Basically, what that's saying is everyone has a role, everyone's doing something, but personal prominence or success is not as important as the whole or the success of the group. Some synonyms for the word teamwork, 3 C words: collaboration, cooperation, and coordination. When people are collaborating, they are bringing their different ideas together to create a new, better idea. When people are cooperating with one another, they are working together and understand not only the task itself, but they understand the best way or best ways to achieve that task. And when coordination is taking place, people are working together in harmony. Basically, their efforts are synchronized together. Here are a couple of examples of teamwork. Due to time constraints, I'm not going to show either of these video clips, but I certainly encourage you to take a look at them on your own time. The first clip comes from the movie Here Comes the Boom. In this clip, Kevin James's character is attempting to demonstrate how our body itself is essentially its own team in some ways. When a cell becomes stagnant, he's talking about biology in this particular clip. When a cell becomes stagnant, it causes all of the other cells around it to begin to fail or stop working. This is very similar to a team. When one member of the team becomes stagnant or quits working, the team will begin to fail as well. The second clip is from the movie Remember the Titans. In this clip, Coach Herman Boone, played by Denzel Washington, is trying to get his team's attention. He is trying to create teamwork during a very difficult time and under some very difficult circumstances in the 1970s. The first part of this scene is where Coach Boone is addressing his players after they got in a very large fight with one another. He is pushing them, verbally pushing them, and refusing to allow that type of behavior to exist, knowing full well that teamwork cannot exist in that hostile environment. The last clip demonstrates the team that emerged from that fight in the end, unified and no longer divided, but together. So, how does someone create teamwork? While successful teams may have a lot of different qualities and aspects to them, Bruce Brown highlights 8 commonalities that all successful teams seem to have. They all seem to have good leadership and strong motivation. They also have guiding principles and persistence. They also take pride in what they are doing, and as well as having various role players throughout the team. And finally, they have a strong communication system, as well as a positive attitude. And that can be found in Bruce Brown's book from 2003 on page 85. The Bible also alludes to and mentions that teamwork is a strong principle to exhibit. In Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verses 9 through 12, Solomon writes, 2 are better than 1, because they have a good reward for their toil. For if they fall, one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him who is alone when he falls, and has not another to lift him up. Again, if two lie together, they keep warm. But how can one keep warm alone? And though a man might prevail against one who is alone, two will withstand him. A threefold cord is not quickly broken. So you see, working together benefits both parties. Working on a team means you have someone to lift you up, someone to help keep you warm in the cold, and a bond that is not easily broken. Proverbs also says that iron sharpens iron, and one man sharpens another. People help one another become better, become stronger, become sharper. Working in a team makes better people. So what about the coach? It is the job of the coach to lead the team. How they lead and how they model what they believe to be strong characteristics of the team. The coach must also train their team to work together. When you add each of these characteristics together, they are well on their way to fostering teamwork or team environment amongst their team. So leadership plus modeling plus training equals teamwork. Now, let's take a look at some very successful people and their view of teamwork. Henry Ford, for example, a very successful businessman and founder of the Ford Motor Company, said, "Coming together is a beginning, keeping together is progress, working together is success." He highlights a very clear path from beginning to end and the path to success through working together as a team. Ken Blanchard, a very successful author who wrote many books on leadership and success, said, "None of us is as smart as all of us," meaning no one person is smarter than a group of people. When people work together and use multiple minds to attempt to come to a solution, they will always be smarter than the one person attempting to come to a solution and resolve the problem on their own. Basically, the more minds around the problem, the better. Duke basketball coach Mike Krzyzewski said, "To me, teamwork is the beauty of our sport. Where you have five acting as one, you become selfless." Coach K hits the nail on the head here. To become a person for others, to work together on a team is beautiful in a lot of ways. Being selfless as opposed to selfish is the very essence of knowing when teamwork has been achieved successfully. I'd like to end with a poem entitled "The Law of the Jungle." This is from the Jungle Book, and I chose to pull out the first two stanzas from the poem as they really stand out. "Now this is the law of the jungle, as old and as true as the sky, and the wolf who shall keep it will prosper, and the wolf who shall break it must die. As a creeper that girdles the tree trunk, the law runneth forward and back, for the strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack." See, wolves work together. They are nature and God's best representation of teamwork. That last line, the strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack. They rely on one another. The pack is only as strong as its members. A team is only as strong as its members as well. Thank you very much.